Given your appalling behavior when we last met, I really shouldn't be helping you. But I can't resist. You're just so fascinating. So, indulge me, and I'll indulge you. Karlak. Why does that name ring a bell? Perhaps I read it in a book somewhere. You do not seek it, but it has found you. Indeed. There's no telling where life will lead us. Into the hells, out of them again. A pity no one did the same for you, all those years ago. So it seems. I'm afraid you'll find me more difficult to ruffle than that. Poor Karlak. She really suffers so terribly. Death haranguing her from every angle. But it hasn't struck yet, has it? Charming as you are, you're a little too empty-headed for my tastes. Send your companion to see me. The one with the passenger in their skull. I trust you'll be on better behavior than when we last met. There's precious little time remaining for your mischief. I'll enjoy watching you try. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not? Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. Your prince awaits, Githyanki, and the dawning of a new age. With your tail between your legs. I admit, it isn't my primary interest. Not by any stretch. Decorum, Karlak. A modicum, I beg of you. Especially considering what awaits you. And don't think I've forgotten your tale, Astarion. When the beast is dead, I'll consider that payment enough to translate those scars of yours. You wound me, Spawn. I always deal fairly. And will close this particular deal soon enough. Vanquish the beast, and all will be revealed. No, Gale. Mystra might have you believe martyrdom is the only solution. I offer you a way to survive. Leaving already, Gale Decarios? I think not. You have something of mine. The crown of Karsus. If your heroics hadn't already proven your quality, those words would. Honor is a rare commodity among mortal kind. The crown belongs to me. That was the agreement. I'm not going to take it. He's going to give it to me, as promised. Isn't that right, Gale? Do not toy with me, wizard. You can't do this! I owe you a debt of gratitude. You defied me, Wizard of Waterdeep, and you paid the price. I will admit I was angry when you failed to deliver the crown to me. Those who break a deal with this devil do not usually live to tell the tale. All is forgiven, though. The crown came to me as promised, and the method of delivery was spectacular. You harnessed its power as Karsus once did, and you too fell into ruin. You were halfway to heaven when the orb detonated, tearing you apart. All that remained were ashes, blood, tears, and the crown. Always the crown. Your decimation did not even leave a mark on it. And now, only a fragment of your soul remains. And it is mine. Ambition, courage, hope. They all burn you in the end. I will bend the crown to my will now, and use its power to bring the 9 hells under my command. When that is done, I will need new worlds to conquer. Perhaps your soul will be part of my legions, Gale Decarios. If enough of it remains when I'm done toying with it. Ta-ta, for now. It hones a strategic mind, my dear. Take your turn. I wouldn't recommend that. The value is in the player, not in the pieces. And not for the first time. Your clumsy snooping in my house of hope did not go unnoticed. The stench of deceit lingers so. If you'll excuse me, I must see to urgent matters. But don't you fret. I shall always find time for my most treasured acquaintance. You cannot harm me, but you can irritate me. Goodbye. My, what a curious meeting place this is. Only those in search of something altogether out of this world would scour this forgotten road. Most would quail to find themselves in a place so grim and unforgiving. But your journey has no bright paths, only dead ends and ruinous roads. This dark little tableau is decidedly too gloomy and middle of nowhere for my tastes. You're not worth the trouble. Like a mosquito nibbling at a dragon. Begone. I'm running out of patience. Desist. Enough. The deal is off the table. My, fancy meeting you here. Little late to be traipsing around last light, isn't it? You've lit the fire, you've freed the angel, so... shoo! Go after her. Too parochial a setting for me, I'm afraid. I prefer my liquor served in a quivering belly button, distilled in fear and arousal. Sometimes you've got to root for Team Celestial. Keeps you on your toes. You've got a knack for giving me the dullest reply you could have possibly given. Anyway, don't linger here too long, will you? I've got front row tickets for your grand finale in Moonrise Towers, and I'm dying to see the show go on. You're the best thing for business since the second sundering. Countless sorry souls came running to my door after your work in the Grove. Such a shame to end a spree before you've tired of the slaughter. But don't be disheartened. After all, here you are again, in a refuge for the haggard and weary. Plenty of clients or victims for both of us. Bah! To hell with the devil, is it? Very well, I shall oblige. I cannot lose to you. Not here, not in my home. I cannot die. You are outfoxed and undone. Your suffering will be eternal. I'd spend every soul to eradicate you. Vandal, I'll grind you to dust. You worm! The price of your soul won't cover the damage you have caused. Your suffering feeds me. Fight, struggle, beg. It'll make no difference. Your soul is mine. No pact required. A beautiful soul. I will treasure it. That's what happens when you choose the losing side, Orthon. I'd burn 1,000 souls to claim yours.